Divine Masculine, I got a message that there's something that you need to forgive yourself about. Um, so we're gonna see together like what you need to forgive yourself about, and have this confession session, okay? So let's see. In order for you to heal Divine Masculine and move forward, you gotta accept that people make mistakes. You maybe you don't have to forgive yourself. Maybe you need to forgive someone else. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Okay. So if you know you feel something for somebody and you don't want to lose them, then you need to forgive them. If you feel like you've already lost someone and now you can't forgive yourself, but you still love them, and then you're afraid of rejection, so you don't want to, you know, you don't want to speak your truth, then that's as well. This message, all right, this this session is going to pretty much be to help you move through this process as quickly as possible. All right, take what resonates, leave the rest. Of course, Spirit wants you to get back on the path where you feel you're happiest. So if you're ready to do the work, if you're ready to be honest with yourself, then this message is going to be for you. All right, let's see. Spirit, what does Divine Masculine need to forgive themselves? What does Divine Masculine need to forgive himself for? Not feeling good enough, not feeling like you have enough, or you knew enough to be able to properly help someone. This could also be like forgiving yourself for not knowing what you know now in the past when you feel as if you should have known it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay. It's like now. So let's say, for example, something happens to you, Divine Masculine, and you decide you want to move on with your life. And then you get with someone else and you realize later on that same issue you had with someone else, or like running from your feelings or something like that, trying to avoid the loss of someone, trying to avoid pain, made you end up with someone that caused you even more pain. And so because you thought that was the better option, sometimes that can keep you in relationships longer than it needs to be, because it's like you can't forgive yourself for not knowing, not being able to see that that was the not the better choice from the beginning. And especially if you felt that way about someone else's failures. When you fail yourself, you can make you feel like, you know what, it'd be a hypocrite of me to go back to that person and ask them to forgive me when I wouldn't even forgive them when the shoe was on the other foot. There's something along that. And then if you did something a certain type of way, or you cut someone off in a bad type of way, you may feel like you acted in a way that wasn't who you are, especially if it goes against your morals, your principles, and how you handle people. You could feel as if that's unforgivable in itself, because it's like it's not who you are at your core. And so a relationship could bring out the worst in you, or could have brought out the worst in you. All right. If there is someone else that you need to forgive, Divine Masculine, what is it that you need to forgive this person for? Ooh. Ooh, you need to forgive them for indecision, for being unsure when they had you the first time, for being indecisive, for being scared. There's something about ghosting you, detaching, being scared, pulling away, being indecisive. And so, yeah, I could see that. hmm I feel like as more and more time passes by and you are kind of like unhappy, both of y'all are kind of mirroring each other with how y'all feel towards each other. But I feel like the more and more time that you guys are not around each other or unable to talk to each other, like the less and less you really care about the past, you know? But I feel like part of you may be wondering, like, do I have what it takes to be with someone like this that's indecisive? Do I have what it takes to, like, there has to be like a common ground, like there has to be a safe word. Like you do want to feel safe. And I do feel like part of you with rebellion in reverse, you don't want to have to worry about someone resisting or fighting something that you want. You want them to want it too. So we gonna clock that and claim that because that's what I'm getting here. Now let's see. How do we heal this, Spirit? So I see you being encouraged to have a heart-to-heart conversation, express your feelings, and then implement the ideas and the advice that's being given to you. Um, and don't let the little challenges along the way detour you, or the possibility of new challenges along the way detour you from having what you know you deserve. All right, just see it as a course correction. There is no perfect plan. Yeah, grieving. Y'all both be grieving each other. Someone's birthday could be November 7th. We also have July 11th, September 4th, April 9th. It could be Aquarius, Cancer, Sagittarius, multiple personalities. Someone could have the way they communicate is very confusing. I don't know. Spirit, if this is for divine masculine, forgiving himself, what can he do to heal the situation? Completion. You gotta let something go. Forgive. Let something go. If you're mourning like the loss of like a relationship that you were currently in, I'm not saying you don't love this person, but it does feel like sometimes, let's say you lost a father or a mother, um, so you're with someone, and so sometimes a dream about having a relationship or making your parents proud can make you stay in a relationship beyond its expiration date, right? But if you're not in that relationship because you really want to be in that relationship, then that would be you pretty much living every day in grief and killing yourself slowly. Okay. Some of y'all may be mourning a ex-spouse and you don't know if you have the emotions to really pour into anyone else. Definitely giving me a lot of grieving energy. I'm also seeing here if you cheated or maybe that old part of you was like that and you want to change that. It's pretty much saying you can end it. You don't have to have some noble reason as to why you want to end it, except that you want to change your life. If you don't want this person either, or you just want to be single, it's okay to want that too. You don't have to renew up a past relationship. You can do whatever you love. This is about you just doing what you love, divine masculine. You don't have to resuscitate a past energy. You don't have to give anyone second chances. You're going to be good by yourself. For some of you guys, if you're grieving the loss of a parent or something like that, and you feel like you don't want to be around them no more, they understand that too. And you don't owe anyone an explanation. you feel like you haven't been back home since you lost family, forgive yourself for that as well, because they're always with you. They want you to know that they're always with you. It's like forgive yourself for not being enough, or not having enough, or feeling like you didn't have better principles or standards when you first knew someone, or something like that. No one taught you. Life taught you. No one taught you. You've had to lose people and relationships in order for you to learn and become the version of yourself that you are today. And so it's okay to not to be okay, I guess, or be perfect or have all the right answers. I really feel like you don't want to be no hypocrite, but I don't see you as being one. Okay, how do you heal? If this is about a person for Divine Masculine, release. There's some type of thought in your mind where you may feel like someone didn't see your worth, right? And you may have to release that. So let's say, for example, you feel like, oh, someone didn't feel like I was good enough to create a life with. Maybe you're attaching your value to to what you have or what you're willing to do. Okay. So someone rejecting your money or being unsure about moving forward with you can make you feel like, you know, you're not good enough. But it's really like a perception. Both of y'all have a wrong perception. But I feel like the only way that you guys are going to be able of getting the right perspective um, is through life experiences, trial and error. And that's why the message for you was course correct versus running away. Implement ideas, talk about it. Because we see in a funeral, you're gonna have to have a funeral. Some of you guys, you may feel like someone didn't want to create a life with you, or someone didn't choose you first. And this belief system that the first person to get it or the first person to have it is always the luckiest person.